MacBook Air is the most popular Mac. In fact, it's the world's best-selling 13-inch notebook. Users love its stunning Retina display, great everyday performance, and incredible portability, all in a sleek wedge-shaped design. These days, users are working more from home, learning remotely, and using the Air to stay connected, making performance and battery life extremely important. And we're thrilled that M1, our first chip for the Mac, enables MacBook Air to do things that were previously impossible on such a thin and light notebook. With 8 incredibly powerful cores, the CPU soars to a whole new level of performance. That's up to 3.5 times faster than the previous generation. So if you're editing family photos or exporting a video for the web with iMovie, the new Air blazes right through it. Or if you're working in Lightroom, you can manage huge raw libraries at unheard of speeds, turning your Air into a mobile photo studio.
Mac Mini delivers the Mac desktop experience in an incredibly small form factor. Our users love its outstanding performance, array of connectivity, and signature design. And most of all, they love its versatility. It's why you'll find Mac Minis everywhere, from home offices to home theaters, studios to render farms. Today, M1 comes to Mac Mini, bringing a seismic shift in what an ultra-compact desktop can do. With the 8-core CPU in M1, Mac Mini delivers up to 3 times faster CPU performance than the previous quad-core version. This is a monumental leap in CPU performance for Mac Mini. So if you're a developer compiling 1 million lines in Xcode, or a musician using Logic Pro to take music production to a whole new level, performance never skips a beat.
The 13-inch MacBook Pro is the best-selling notebook in its class, and it appeals to an incredibly wide range of users. Students rely on it to get them through college, and pros use it to channel their creativity and produce awe-inspiring work. Users love it because it delivers powerful performance and has a gorgeous display, all in a sleek and portable 3-pound design. And with M1, the 13-inch MacBook Pro becomes way more powerful and way more pro. The 8-core CPU delivers up to 2.8 times faster performance. This is game-changing for developers using Xcode who can now build their apps nearly 3 times faster than before, and for photographers using Photoshop who can apply filters and effects to high-res photos faster than ever. When it comes to graphics, the 8-core GPU is up to a whopping 5 times faster. So whether you're using Shaper 3D to design a new product or constructing an immersive new world in Cinema 4D, the new MacBook Pro handles it all with ease. And when compared to the best-selling Windows laptop in its class, it's up to 3 times faster. In fact, the new 13-inch MacBook Pro can do things that no other compact 3-pound Pro notebook can do.
The all-new, completely redesigned iMac is more personal, more powerful, and more capable than ever. And it's incredible from every angle. It's bursting with color from both the front and the back, and it practically disappears when you view it from the side. Let's take a look at its revolutionary design. iMac's new form is stunning, with a spectrum of vibrant colors, so you can choose the one that fits your own personal style. We wanted it to feel light and optimistic, while instantly brightening up any space. From the front, iMac is clean and simple, with a single sheet of glass covering the entire surface. The softer colors and light gray borders ground the iMac in your environment and allow you to focus on your content.
That's right. The M1 chip is not just in the Mac, it's now in iPad Pro, and it's going to blow you away. iPad Pro has always used turbocharged versions of our A-series chips to deliver a powerful and responsive experience that's years ahead of anything else. M1 continues that momentum by taking it to an entirely new level, with a big jump in performance to run powerful apps and drive a high-performance ecosystem. For M1 to fit into its incredibly thin and light design requires power efficiency that's way beyond just being better. It has to be amazing, and M1 delivers. And because M1 shares the same fundamental architecture of A-series chips, iPadOS is already built to take full advantage of its powerful technology. The next level performance that M1 unlocks on iPad Pro starts with its powerful CPU. Built around the world's fastest CPU core in low-power silicon, the 8-core design of M1 delivers a whopping 50% jump over the industry-leading performance of the previous iPad Pro. What's amazing is that compared to the first-generation iPad, this iPad Pro now delivers up to 75 times faster CPU performance. It's no wonder apps are pushing the limits of what's possible on iPad.
This is the all-new, completely redesigned MacBook Pro, and it comes in two sizes, a 16-inch model, and for the first time, a compact yet immensely powerful 14-inch model, which shares the same remarkable features and capabilities. The new MacBook Pro is a combination of groundbreaking performance with amazing battery life, extraordinary display quality, and advanced connectivity. This is a Pro notebook that simply has no equal. It was designed with an intense focus on performance and utility. The all-new aluminum enclosure optimizes internal space for more performance and features. And it is precisely machined around an advanced thermal system. It can move 50% more air even at lower fan speeds. This thermal design enables MacBook Pro to deliver phenomenal sustained performance while operating quietly. And because of the efficiency of Apple Silicon, the fans never even have to turn on for most of the tasks you do every day. And it's all in a design that's just 16.8 millimeters thin and 4.7 pounds on the 16-inch model, and just 15.5 millimeters thin and 3.5 pounds on the 14-inch model. Now, this all-new design is just the beginning of the MacBook Pro story. To tell you more, here's Shruti.
The new MacBook Pro has been reimagined in every way. Let's start with the keyboard. Users value the full-height function row on the standalone Magic Keyboard, and we've brought it to the MacBook Pro. The physical keys replace the touch bar, bringing back the familiar tactile feel of mechanical keys that Pro users love. The keyboard is set in a double anodized black well that elegantly highlights the backlit glyphs on the keys. And it's complemented by our expansive, industry-leading Force Touch trackpad that's perfect for Pro applications. Now let's talk about connectivity. Having a wide range of ports can make life a lot easier for pros. So I'm excited to share that we're adding ports to the new MacBook Pro. On one side, there's an HDMI port for conveniently connecting to displays and TVs, a Thunderbolt 4 port, which connects to high-speed peripherals, and an SD card slot enabling fast access to media. On the other side, the headphone jack now has advanced support for high-impedance headphones, and there are 2 more Thunderbolt 4 ports for a total of 3 in the system. And yes, MagSafe is coming back to the MacBook Pro. MagSafe 3 has a new design that supports more power into the system, and you can still charge via the Thunderbolt ports. Display support is better than ever as well. With M1 Pro, you can connect up to 2 Pro Display XDRs. And with M1 Max, you can connect up to 3 Pro Display XDRs and a 4K TV all at the same time. That's over 75 million pixels of screen real estate. And you still have ports available to connect to high-fidelity headphones and camera media, all without a single adapter. This is the most advanced connectivity ever on a Mac notebook. The new MacBook Pro also has a breathtaking display. To tell you more, here's Kate.
On the new MacBook Pro, we're taking the stunning Retina display to an entirely new level. We started by bringing the sides of the enclosure closer to the active area of the display, resulting in a 24% thinner border. We also expanded the display up and around the camera, making the top border 60% thinner, giving you even more screen real estate. And macOS takes full advantage of this extra space by raising the menu bar up and out of the way, automatically wrapping it around the camera to give you more room for your content. And it looks great in dark mode, which our Pro users love. Altogether, it's a fantastic user experience. With this new design, the displays are now larger. The 16-inch model has a 16.2-inch display in nearly the same size enclosure. And along with a higher pixel density, it has 1.8 million more pixels than before, for a total of 7.7 million. That's the most ever in a Mac notebook. The 14-inch model has an expansive 14.2-inch active area and a total of 5.9 million pixels. That's even more pixels than the previous generation 16-inch MacBook Pro. Next, we're super excited to bring ProMotion technology to the Mac. With refresh rates up to 120 Hertz, ProMotion automatically adapts to the motion of your content. So when your content is static, the refresh rate dynamically steps down to preserve battery life. And it steps up to make tasks like scrolling through web pages super fluid. And video editors can still choose a standard refresh rate when they need to lock one in. The display now supports 1 billion colors for ultra-smooth gradients. And for the first time, it's a Liquid Retina XDR display. So users can create, edit, and review HDR content with exceptional precision.